passes will be, and they're less likely to be tipped or deflected by the defense. One of the new features in NBA 2K23 is the Get Open pass. Hold the bounce pass button and point the left stick toward the teammate you want to pass to, and they'll play a quick V or flare cut to get open off ball. This is great for getting a little daylight between the shooter and off-ball defender. Another great option is a give and go. Press and hold the normal pass button and keep it held when the receiver catches the ball. Then move yourself to get open with the left stick. When you're ready to get the ball back, let go of the pass button. Weave through traffic and try to get your defender hung up on screens while chasing you. This is an awesome way to free yourself up for an open look. If you want to pass to a specific player, hold the right bumper and pick the icon of that player you want to pass to. It's helpful to scan the floor as you bring the ball up to find gaps in the defense and catch them off guard. When you need to break down crowding or pass lane defenders, try a fake pass by pressing the bounce and lob pass buttons together at the same time. This will pump fake a pass and possibly lead to a bad steal attempt that gives you or your teammate an open lane for a drive or basket cut. A jump pass can help get over taller defenders by pressing the shot and regular pass buttons together. When you've got a teammate with an open lane to the rim, double tap the lob pass button to throw an alley-oop. The receiver will need to press the shot button when the meter is full to finish the oop. Need to preserve the clock late in the game? Press the lob pass button to roll the inbound in and keep the clock from counting down. You can practice mixing these up in 2KU. Get into a scrimmage to explore the ways that precise passing can dissect a defense. And don't forget to send us your best assists all year long with the hashtag 2KTVWow. So go drop those dimes and I'll see you on the next edition of Expert Tips.
All right, Team 2K TV's here in the building. We're joined by Rodney, Brian, Danny, and John. How's everybody doing?
Good.
Love the enthusiasm. Okay, so we've been talking about what builds to make that can accommodate each other. We had a couple rough losses last year, so who's running point guard this year?
That is me, Chris. This year I am a 6'3" point guard with a 6'7" wingspan. I'm known as a diming outside scorer, but when we play together, I'm more like Westbrook without the rebounding because John gobbles them all up. But normally I'm trying to dish out assists and get dunks. I try to make sure I focus on playmaking, so my passing's pretty high and my dribbling's pretty high so I can get to the rack and dish out to you guys. Defense, I didn't put a whole lot there, so my steals are around 89. I try to get steals, but my perimeter defense is just a 70, so I do get beat off the dribble quite a bit. So thanks for John being there to have my back and get those blocks. So yeah, that's pretty much my point guard.
So this year, I had to get back to my scoring roots because we needed some more points on the board. So I made a 6'6" two-guard, 201 pounds with a 6'9" wingspan. Now the nice thing about this player is that he's a two-way, three-level scorer. So I have a ton of perimeter defense to stop some of the guards that like to dribble and try to sauce us, and I can also score from anywhere on the court. Three-pointers, mid-range, driving, it's all there. It's a jack of all trades, and I like to compare this build to like a young Kobe, which I really like to play as in 2K. So this build's pretty lethal. But enough about my build because he's phenomenal. Brian, you also created a guard, so we're running 3 guards this year?
Yeah, so I'm running with a 6'8", 230-pound point guard. It is a point guard just like Rodney's build, but I'm kind of labeling this as more of a point forward build. I have a massive 7'4" wingspan, and you kind of look across the board. My attributes are pretty well balanced, so I can do a little bit of everything. The archetype is a 3-level shot creator, so whether it's inside, mid-range, or 3-point scoring, I kind of have a little bit of everything. And then one thing I really love is the rebounding. 91 offensive rebounding, 78 defensive rebounding. Now the defensive rebounding, I leave that all up to John because I can't steal boards from him anyways. But offensive rebounding, I can get a lot of boards. And with me and John and Danny also on the glass, we are able to protect the paint pretty well. So again, I can move around the court, do a little bit of everything, and just kind of fill in whatever holes needed on the team.
I love it, because I can't rebound, Rodney can't rebound, but we have 3 rebounders on the team, and we have another big on the inside with Danny's build.
For sure, Chris. I got a 98 defensive rebounding. He's 6'9", 7'5" wing, 248 pounds, not getting muscled out of nowhere because he's on both sides of the floor, finishing strong inside, and a strong defensive presence with a 90 block. So I've got the wingspan to affect things on both ends, and it's perfect for whatever kind of team style we want to run each game.
And of course, the man in the middle, the anchor to our team. John, I know you got something special whipped up this year.
The biggest, the baddest, the tallest, the longest. Anything I could do to make this big, even bigger, I did it. Danny coming over from the guard position from last year, trying to encroach on my paint? I don't think so. These are my rebounds, my blocks. The build says that it's a two-way break starter. I take the ball, I kick it out, I start the break, and we get wins.
I like the sound of that, John, because you know I'm going to be shooting and putting up a lot of shots this year.
And I'll catch them and send them right back to you.
You're acting like I'm going to miss some. I don't like this little rift we have going on. I'm going to make most of my shots this year. Badges are extremely important this year on every build. So how are you guys applying the badges to your My Player that makes the difference out there? Rodney, let's start with you.
For me as the point guard, I like using the dimer badge because it allows me to give my teammates a boost as they shoot the shot after I pass it to them. So I try to give them a little boost so I can get that assist. My real go-to is the quick first step because it allows me to explode out of that triple threat and then attack the basket.
Now for My Player, I'm going to be driving a lot. So two badges that I specifically love on this build is Gold Posterizer and also a little bit of Bully, because when you're driving to the paint, you want to knock those smaller defenders off of you. And I found for the most part that the competition at the 2 position usually are shooters and like 3-level scorers. So sometimes you won't run into a lot of defense, which is nice because I can punish them for that.
For me, it comes down to 2 badges. The first one being my Hall of Fame slippery off ball as a shooting badge. This badge helps me constantly get open when I'm cutting on the floor and allows me to receive a pass and right away get up and score. And then in the playmaking badges, I gotta give a huge shout out to Gold Hyperdrive, because new to 2K23, you guys have seen the Brian special in previous versions of the game, but now I have a deadly spin move that defenders just can't keep up with, and I just get really good looks at the rim.
Over at the 4, I've got 31 defensive and rebounding badges, none more important than Anchor, and I've already got it cored on Gold, and I put my hands up on defense, and it's very difficult for anyone to get by. Really helps get those defense to offensive situations going.
Down low, it's all about rebound chaser. You can have the rebounding skill of Ben Wallace with the size of Boban Marjanovic. I destroy down there with Hall of Fame rebound chaser, but the most important badges I see flashing up all the time is actually workhorse. Whenever a loose rebound gets around, I can pick it up and sling it up court as fast as possible with that Hall of Fame break starter. Also, needle threader, huge help. Every time I throw one of those passes, all of you cringe. You don't have no reason to cringe. I got you. Needle threader, it's gonna get the pass through.
All right, so there you have it. A lot of versatility in Team 2K TV's builds for 23, and you can check us out in the city. You'll find us playing on the rec, and if we're wearing these t-shirts, you'll know it's us. I'll have the 2K logo above my head, and you'll know a loss is coming your way if you match up with us. So be warned.
Yeah.
Lex.
The $250,000 My Team Unlimited tournament is back, and we want you to qualify. All you have to do is get to the Emerald tier in Unlimited by October 15th, when you'll be able to participate in the first of 4 game days. The 4 players with the highest scores on each console will qualify for this special tournament. And this year is going to be extra special, because we're returning to an in-person finals for the championship round. There are 4 game days, but don't let the first one slip away. Hit the courts and stack up those wins.
Hey everyone, this is Scott Moe, PA voice of the Sacramento Kings. In this edition of your top plays of the week, we are spotlighting your State Farm top assists. Let's see you share the ball in style. J Boogie 5 sends in our first play from the rec. All right, sometimes you just know you've got an open teammate, and you trust it. Looking is for amateurs.
Oh, I love it. Okay.
Staying in the rec with Don't You Know-a. And don't you know a great dime can come at any time. Passes up one lob to do unto others. Let's double that double and alley over to EK three-way in Viper's territory. All right, slithers through the back door, only to open the front door for the slam. Closing out with 518 key in the wreck. On the break, strikes immediately behind the back for the score. No time for the defender to react. My reaction? Awesome! Assist your favorite play by voting now. Choose a button and send in your top plays on social media using the hashtag 2KTVWow. Signing off now. I want to say something creative, timeless, funny, but also on point. What? Out of time? Right now? Okay, I'm out then. Thanks, everybody.
Remember, the My Team Unlimited Tournament's first game day is Saturday, October 15th, and I'll be there keeping you posted on all of the action. And Chris, I hope you have Team 2KTV on a very strict practice schedule because I'm lining up opponents out here, and let me tell you, I want to see results with those builds. You better not embarrass me.
Bring everybody on, line them all up because we're ready. You just don't forget my souvenir. Japanese tea, some Japanese candy, some Japanese candles.
Anything else? I mean, I think I've got some old sushi in my backpack. Maybe I can bring you that as a souvenir.
You know what, Alexis? Never mind, forget about it. Until next week.
Enjoy the game. Arigatou gozaimasu.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
That incredible performance was from Skylar Cole, singing our national anthem. Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. Along with Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and our sideline reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Their forwards, it's Hart and Grant. At lead guard, it's Lillard with Simons by his side. And it's Nurkic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Atlanta, Murray is the shooting guard, Hunter the small forward. Collins and Capella man the post positions. And it's Young in at the point guard. Hey, Brent, tonight we got a terrific matchup in the backcourt. Let's rewind here a little bit, go back to when you played. Who were some of the guards you really enjoyed playing against?
What if I start with the list of the guys, Kevin, I didn't enjoy playing against? If I named Allen Iverson, Mitch Richmond, oh, and of course, Michael Jordan. Not the funnest nights at work, if you get my drift, but I did love playing one John Barry.
Lillard against Young. The tray, and it's Damian Lillard with the three. Lillard's got the first 3 points of the night up on the board for Portland. And this offensive system, Brent, that the Hawks run, it allows for a lot of creativity.
Yeah, lots of dribble handoffs at the top of the key. You obviously have the, in case of emergency, break glass player in Trae Young. But they're not afraid to attack mismatches, and this is the type of offenses that I think a lot of players would enjoy playing in.
Here's Simons following the basket by Trae Young. The three, and the Trailblazers another three.
His game starts with the three. Lillard shooting opens up the rest of everything that he can do offensively.
Young finds Hunter. Young with the ball. Fires the three. And the rebound by Nurkic. Lillard outside. Grant sets a screen for Lillard. From outside, off the mark. And Murray's got the ball here for Atlanta. 4-point game. Pass to Collins. Now the dish to Young. Back to Collins. Lillard against Young. Lets the three fly. Rebounded by Hart.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time. Josh Hart won't always have his shot falling, but the hustle is there. And a great energy guy with major impact on the floor.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow.
Here's Young following the score by Damian Lillard. Young passes to Hunter. Plays it up and in on the nice reverse. And for Josh Hart, he's a fan favorite because of his hustle.
And that can go a long way in the NBA. Hart looks like a typical 3-and-D player, but he also has that intangible of igniting a team.
And that one's good, Lillard.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Young outside. It's good. Young's got his second bucket of the night.
So tricky there with the floater, and a nice touch from Trae Young.
Lillard outside. Fires for three. That one doesn't drop. So Atlanta will take it the other way. There's 18 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Here's Young. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Young's got 6.
Ooh, that's a sly little play as Trae Young gets inside and slips past the D.
Lillard with it. Simons from outside. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for the Portland Trail Blazers. We witnessed him delivering a series of three-pointers as he notched 3 total in the quarter. And we've got more in 2K Sports coming your way after this break. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And taking a look at the Trail Blazers' performance, what do you think they're doing or not doing?
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
They just couldn't seem to know what it was that they needed to do and how to stick them from outside. The defense pretty lost.
Here are the 5 Portland has to start the second quarter. Their forwards, it's Hart and Grant. And Fernie Simons out there with Payton, and it's Eubanks in at the 5. Hart, that's good.
Simons playing unselfish. That's going to help this team get in a great rhythm.
The Hawks trail by 5. And for so long, the Blazers have had great guard play.
Yeah, Lillard and McCollum, what a great tandem back there. But defensively, there were some gaps, and now it's Lillard and Simons. So they've gotten even a little bit smaller. This has been a strength of the Blazers for a decade now. And it just comes at you in a little bit different package.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Now, the Blazers missed the playoffs last season for the first time in almost a decade. Coach Billups says, it's been a lot here so far, but I just know that I'm built for this. This is what I do, and it gives me the opportunity to stand up as a man to show that I can lead. I'm ready for it. Kevin?
I think he is, and he's embracing the challenge, which is fun to watch. David, thanks. Here's Simons. Frank Kaminsky making his last shot. Hart the pass to Grant. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And Grant doing a great job. Just bounced off the contact there and then finished off the shot.
Murray dishes to Bogdanovich. Shot from the top of the key. That one wide left.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Grant kicks to Simons. They set the screen. Trains the three-pointer. Simons has got the lead up to 8 now for the Trailblazers.
Simons seeing green there, just letting that one rip.
Murray against Payton. Here's Bogdanovich. 11 feet out, and he hits it.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Gets it to fall. The bucket from Eubanks.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Okongwu with the screen for Bogdanovich. No good. Trailblazers leading by 8. Passes to Hart. Here's Eubanks. Grant outside. From downtown, Bogdanovich grabs the miss. Holiday with the 3. That fall. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Holiday's got his first 3 points of the game. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Trailblazers out in front, leading by 5. We'll be back shortly live from State Farm Arena. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. One guy who's getting it done is Lillard.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
On-court spots filled by Hunter and Collins. The guard pair, the talented Young and Murray. And it's Capella in at the 5 down low. So that's the lineup for Atlanta.
And a big trade this last summer was Murray coming to the Hawks. Paid a hefty price, but Atlanta feels he and Trey make a great backcourt pair. Hard to think of a more deadly backcourt in the East.
The 3. And it's Lillard missing.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
To the middle. And the dunk by Capella.
I'd draw that one up again. Throw it up, Capella jump, you slam it through. That's an easy 2.
Simons kicks to Nurkic, and there's the pass to Lillard. Nurkic setting the pick for Lillard. Off target from three-point range.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Hunter, the pass to Young. Pass to Collins. 6 to shoot. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Hunter for 3. And the rebound by Nurkic. Portland's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Three-pointer, Lillard. Lillard again missing. And Murray's got the ball here for Atlanta. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Capella dishes to Young. Collins a screen on Lillard. Young, no good. For Portland, they've gone 0 of 4 from the field in the second half. Yet to find the mark. Simons surveying the D. Inside, here's Grant. Portland, no good that time either.
He's got so many ways to score in the post. Just nifty, uses fakes. You have to have a body on him every time he's down there.
Now here's Murray. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Collins passes it to Young. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top. Murray against Hart. Dishes to Grant. Now here's Lillard. He's got 11. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Lillard just plays with a flat-out edge. Dangerous as a player who knows how to draw contact inside.
The Trailblazers shooting their first foul shots of the night here. And the first one drops.
There's so many qualities of elite guard that Damian Lillard possesses. On the floor, in the locker room, he really truly sets the standard.
And both free throws good for Damian Lillard.
You can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Trailblazers lead by 3. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. On the floor for Portland, Gary Payton II is out there with Johnson. Then it's Little. Then it's Winslow. And it's Watford into the center. Young outside. Pass to Bogdanovich. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Bogdanovich has got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Hawks. Payton looking it over. Passes it to Watford. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to go on Onyeka Okongwu. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Trailblazers.
Their accuracy in this one has just been on another level. I mean, the 3-ball keeps falling, and the defense just hasn't been able to run them off the line.
And the other thing about their game tonight that they've done a terrific job of is just moving the basketball around. That's how you rack up assists.
That free throw, no good. The Hawks making a switch here. Capella's checked in. Nurkic checked in for Portland. And he sinks the second.
Well, they should be looking at a 3-point lead. Hopefully for them, that miss won't cost them.
Young finds Bogdanovich. Going inside to the wing right side. Young outside. Capella sets a screen for Young. Drains it from beyond the arc. Young's got the lead up to 1 now for the Hawks.
Well, this guy keeps learning from each and every coverage on the pick and roll. Trae Young getting some serious chops playing out of that set.
Nurkic can't hit.
Well, for him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Young taking his time here. A screen on Johnson. Young, no good.
I think if I was coaching these guys right now, especially him, I tell him, you take one more 3-point shot, and we're going to have some conversations here side by side.
Out of bounds, it'll go to the Hawks.
Man, the score being this close, you have to retain possession of the ball. You just can't give it away like that.
Hunter's checked in for the Hawks. Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Josh Hart comes in for Nasir Little. Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. They're leading by 1. 1:15 left in the game. Lillard's checked in for Portland. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, I was able to listen in on Nate McMillan talking to his team. This is a close game, as you know, and he sounded extremely confident. He told the players, don't let up now, fellas. This is when we make our move. Right now. Kevin?
Okay, David, much appreciated. Young against Lillard. Young's shot is good. Young's got 5 points now this quarter.
That is why Trae Young has the ball.
Now a timeout called by Portland. They're down by 3. 1:10 left in the fourth quarter. Simons, he's checked in for Peyton. .110 left in the fourth quarter. Lillard the pass to Nurkic. A beautiful reverse layup. Nurkic has got his first points in this one.
Clutch bucket by Nurkic on that possession. They needed that one.
Young outside. The pass to Bogdanovic. No good with the triple.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
And so it's Capella with it. He brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. They've played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. And here's Young from the arc, and it's Portland with the rebound.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Lillard fires away from way outside. Pass to Simons. Back to Nurkic. 6 on the shot clock. Lillard from outside. Count it!
When he has that ability, elevates his game in the clutch time. It's Lillard time. He's on point.
Atlanta calls timeout. They're trailing by 2. 7 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
Well, they just need a solid play right now, and coach going through his index cards to find one to get something going.
Seven seconds left in the fourth. And here's Young from the arc. Oh, that shot had a chance, but no good. And so the big win by Portland in a tight game. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
And we've got David Aldridge standing by on our sideline with the player of the game. David, it's all yours.
Thank you, Kevin. Damian, it looks like this team's progress can be measured by your improvement at the defensive end. Do we see that tonight?
We made some mistakes like every other basketball team does, but I think we did a great job of making adjustments. You know, we got a little more physical. You know, we did a great job of that.
And that led to a big win, Damian. Thanks for your time, man. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. As we leave you with our New Balance Player of the Game, Damian Lillard.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Special thanks to Skylar Cole for that lovely performance of the national anthem. We'll be right back, folks. Hey everybody, we're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. And tonight, we'll see the Memphis Grizzlies as they go up against the Brooklyn Nets here in Barclays Center. I'm Brian Anderson. With me tonight, Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, with Allie LaForce joining us courtside. The starters for the Memphis Grizzlies, Payne and Brooks out on the wing. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Morant in at the point guard position. And for the Nets, Irving and Curry, they man the backcourt together. Kevin Durant is out there with Ben Simmons. And it's Claxton in at the 5. We've got two teams here that like to play up-tempo, hoping to find lots of fast break points tonight, RJ.
Yeah, it could be tough when both squads have this type of speed. It makes it a little bit harder to escape the defense. And look, everybody will keep the ball locked up tight tonight.
And so off the tip, it's Brooklyn. Here's Durant. Up and over Brooks. Durant's shot is off. Curry against Morant. Pass to Brooks. Back to Morant. The floater, and he lays it up and in.
So flashy with the rock. Morant takes pleasure in slicing and dicing the D to pieces.
And the front office for Brooklyn has said they need selfless players who want to be there and are available.
Well, B.A., the message is pretty clear. After Kyrie Irving missed most of last year due to personal choices, the Nets want all hands on deck this go-around.
Outside Bane. Jackson with a screen on Curry. Bane, no good.
I tried to create some extra space there, but not able to hit the tough leaning jumper.
Outside Curry. Pass to Claxton. For 3, Durant. They get it back. Tries again. And it's laid in by Simmons.
Physical play from Simmons chasing down the offensive board, making sure his team converts on this trip.
Jackson with a screen on Irving. Jackson outside. Another shot. Basket counts.
He knows his job on the glass, and he does it well, cleaning it up and sending it right back.
Irving, the pass to Curry. Back to Irving. Over Morant. Irving, no good. The Grizzlies have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. And about Brooks, becoming a staple in the middle of this lineup, Richard.
Plays the 2 and 3 positions on the floor and scores it really well. But most importantly, he's out there for his defensive effort and intensity. He is a versatile player that any team would love to have.
5 to shoot. Morant, the pass to Bane. Misses the 3.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
On the wing, Durant. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. That shot off. Brooks against Durant. Adams a screen. Unloads from 13. Ooh, and Adams, strong finish.
And it's so difficult to defend Morant in a pick and roll because not only can he get his own, but he can also create passing angles in very tight spaces.
Now Irving. Pass to Curry. Basket is good. Nice setup from Irving.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Grizzlies out in front, up 1. And quarter number 2 will get underway just after this short break. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
It's been a group effort, and that's what it takes to play the kind of defense that they've played. Great showing from them.
They've got Royce O'Neal, Kyrie Irving out there with Joe Harris. Then it's Nicholas Claxton, and it's Warren in at the 3, the small forward. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. And that streaking rack attack is the Mobile One drive.
Yeah, and in close games like this one, BA, you need toughness. Guys who will run to the fight and get after it.
They get it back.
And when the game is this close, you have to go all out.
He certainly understands his role, huh? When the shot goes up, just crashes the offensive glass.
He's just giving them everything he has. It's why his teammates appreciate and enjoy playing with him.
Nice touch on both ends of that alley-oop.
Hey, when he let go of the pass, I had no idea what he was going for. Green against Warren. Pass to O'Neal. Irving with a deep 3. No! They're unable to get the tying basket there.
In a league with the most skilled athletes in the world, Kyrie Irving just stands out. He can do anything with his handle, and he has every finish around the hoop. That's a blue-collar bucket right there. Grown man basket. Put in the work. Got a second chance to score.
Out to Harris. Goes up and lays it in. Nice and easy. Talking about Kyrie. I'll put you on the spot here, Richard. Is he the most skilled current NBA player?
Yes, without a doubt. He is the most skilled current NBA player, and it's really him and then everyone else because it's the efficiency in which he can do it. And you did put me on the spot. Obviously, Steph has handles and a shot. The Beard can do some crazy stuff also, but Kyrie is my tops.
Here's Irving following the bucket by the Grizzlies. For 3, Warren. Here's Claxton. And he battles for the ball, gets the second chance bucket. Claxton's gotten his second bucket of the game.
No need to risk a shot from range when you can take it inside.
Pass to Green. Here's Tillman. And here's Morant. 6 on the shot clock. Over Irving. Morant, no good. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Irving against Green. Puts it up from 12. And Morant clears the board.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
Yeah, but right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
From deep. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. It's the Grizzlies. They're up by 3. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Memphis leading.
Yeah, and we hear this a lot about the Grizzlies, but it bears repeating. There's probably no team in the NBA that has more reason for optimism than Memphis.
On the court for the Grizzlies, Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Morant and Bain in the backcourt together. And it's Adams in at the center position. So it's Brooklyn now. The Grizzlies making their last shot. Pure from three-point range. Durant's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. You know, I think about all the optimism surrounding the Grizzlies. The rest of the NBA has been put on notice.
Yeah, BA, and they should be. This team should be a contender for years to come. If the front office makes the right moves, which they have in the last few years, they could be hanging up some banners very soon. He's been playing great, unselfish basketball, really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
His court vision has been on display in this one. He's doing a tremendous job just orchestrating the offense beautifully.
He really hooked the defender with that pump fake. It worked to perfection.
Outstanding dribble drive. And that replay was brought to you by Mobile One.
Yeah, BA, I mean, that's such a big play here in a close game like this one. Great concentration from him.
Irving against Morant. Gets the bucket and the foul. It goes on Kyrie Irving.
A great scorer. Morant showing his poise on that shot. Every night, Ja Morant has a hard job to do. He draws the opponent's toughest defender in each game they play. That's how talented of a scorer he is.
Thomas, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Mills comes in for Kyrie Irving. The free throw drops for Morant. Well, you talk about the D Morant has to face. Yet he finds a way to get the best of most of those matchups, Richard.
He's got a very advanced offensive skill set. He can score off the bounce. He can spot up. Depending on who's guarding him, Ja can adapt and find any weakness.
Now here's Morant. 5-point lead, biggest of the game. From 10 feet away, and he connects with a jumper. Morant's got 7 points here in the quarter.
Working through the lane, Morant, he's got such a great change of speed to keep the defense off.
Here's Durant. Oh, Adams with the block. Morant against Mills. Outside Morant. Count that one. He's scoring at a nice clip. He's 6 of 9 tonight.
What I love about Morant is that he understands his strengths on offense, which is why he is so efficient.
Here's Durant, and the Nets miss again. The Grizzlies have gone an impressive 5 of 5 so far in the third quarter. Brooks, the pass to Morant. Good on the bucket. Morant's got 11 points here in the second half.
Credit them for making the right halftime adjustments.
Oh, yeah, I can't agree more. They haven't missed.
Durant drives in.
And you see those long strides of Durant eating up ground in a hurry.
The Grizzlies have gotten all 6 of their shots to fall. Talk about a perfect start to the half. And there's the drive. Pass to Bain. Over Simmons. Bain, no good. Bain against Simmons. Left side Durant. And again, it's Brooklyn.
In the mid-range, Durant is deadly as ever. Easy money sniper, putting up a little silky jumper.
Ja Morant, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Memphis. 11 points in the quarter. He's on fire. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You have to love his unselfishness and ability to make those around him better.
He does do a great job steering the ship for them out there and keeping the offense clicking.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. Royce O'Neal is out there with Nicholas Claxton. Then it's T.J. Warren. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Sumner in at the 2. So that's the Nets 5. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
And just the total offensive package. Kyrie is a once-in-a-generation guard.
Payne with it. Pass to Brooks. Clark with a screen on Warren. Shot clock at 6. And it's Brooks missing. Brooklyn trailing. Now here's Irving. Now here's Warren. High post Claxton. And it's Tillman with a rebound. Here's the Grizzlies with the ball. They've led by as many as 11. And it's Green off the drive. On the wing, Brooks. Pass to Bane. Clark with the screen. And he lobs it up. Hey, great communication on the lob. And the Grizzlies lead by 6.
Oh, man, take a look at that one. Just a textbook alley-oop.
Beautifully done. He served it up on a platter. Screen by Claxton. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Memphis.